Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Welcome to day 5. I'm so happy to be here with you guys again, connecting with you on YouTube and Facebook. So lovely to be here. So day 5 of Start With Love. I'm sitting outside listening to the thunder roll. So hopefully I don't have to, I thought let's just press play before I have to back up and run inside if it starts to rain. Welcome you to day 5 of Start With Love. So here I am sharing just another really simple tool. One of the things that I use, the idea with Start With Love is that we are human and our minds are always working, sometimes in our favor, sometimes not. And actually in our society, our minds have really been trained most often to not work in our favor. So these are some of the strategies that I use when I catch myself thinking in ways that don't serve me. And all it is just making the choice, training the mind that it has the capacity to come back to love anytime. All we have to do is just make the choice. All we have to do is just use a tool, use a strategy that's going to bring us back to love, bring us back to a way of thinking and a way of behaving that does serve us instead of doesn't. So what I want to share today is just there are like acupressure points that I use, but they are also neurolymphatic points. And so neurolymphatic points aren't the same as lymph points or lymph nodes, but they communicate. So they do the neurocircuitry to tell the lymph to drain. And one of the cool facts about the lymph system is that it won't clear on its own. So the two ways to clear it are through exercise or massaging the points. So I use these 4 neurolymphatic points so that I'm communicating with my lymph system to flush, to clear. And the lymph system is what holds toxins in our body, and we don't want toxins in our body. So we want to be doing what we can to clear them. Okay, so what are the 4 that I'm going to use today? So these are ones that I do, and again, I love it because I can do this multiple times in the day. I would suggest if you like this and you want to implement them into your daily routine, I do all 4, but your body is your body. So intuitively pay attention because there might be ones that are kind of calling to you. And that's kind of how I go about it in my day. So the first one is just cheek tapping, and this connects with the stomach meridian line and also just grounds us down to earth, right? So if we're ever starting to feel like kind of lightheaded, stuck in the head, just like we're needing to ground, thumping right here on the cheeks. And you just, do it that can be it. This is it. I'm doing it from right now for my day. And you'll notice these neurolymphatic points can be very tender. If they're very tender, it means that you need to be working on them. So the more that you do them, the more that your body is going to have that circuitry in correspondence with the lymph system, just with your system, energy system in general. So the more you do, the more effective you'll start to find it. The more that you do it, you'll find they'll be less tender when you go there. But it's also a signal too, if it is feeling tender, that's an area that you want to be paying attention to. So the cheek thumping is the first one. And then the next one is we have these K27 points. So the best way to do is come down to your collarbone, and we kind of have those like bony nodes right here and just below it. So thumping there. The K27 is where all of our meridian lines cross over in our body. So we definitely want to be working here. It's a very important part of our body. So just some super, super simple thumping here. It's funny because I personally find I get these like really crystally weird chunks that I kind of have to massage out first. So this one's one I just feel like I need to come to quite often. And then sometimes I just kind of like to flush it down my arm just to clear that energy out. So the cheeks, and then coming down to your K27s. And the next one is the thymus. And the thymus is what it literally activates our immune response system and enhances our vitality. So this one's like a favorite. So this one, I'll come to all the time. Sometimes I kind of even feel like if you get kind of just that like tension, anxiety, like weird buzzy feeling kind of over the chest, you can just come down. If you find the sternum, it's kind of halfway up from the sternum and then down from the K27s. Again, also, if you're just starting out and if you haven't been doing this and if you haven't been flushing your lymph system with your neurolymphatic points or through exercise, look for the spot that's feeling most tender. If you guys are popping on, say, hey, let me know who's here. Facebook's not showing me anyone's names today. So I'm so happy to have you here. So working with the thymus. And again, if you're looking for the spot, look for the spot that's kind of tender. Now that I've been doing it, for a few months, I find I can actually like feel like almost like this hollow resonance in my chest when I do it, and it just feels really wonderful. So this one's one that I go to, and also I'm always happy to be boosting my immune system. So this is one that I like to do. So you do it, for however long you want. And then the other one that I like to come to is the spleen neurolymphatic points. So the easiest way is for guys and girls is just to like kind of follow your nipple line down. And it's just kind of in this point in your ribs. Again, looking perhaps for that spot. If you haven't been doing, and if you're just starting, you'll have like a spot that's more tender. So you can kind of just thump right there. If you want to say, hey, say hello, let me know who's here. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for joining me for day 5 of Start With Love. So just talking about some tapping points, ways that we can clear our lymph nodes. These aren't actually lymph points, they're acupressure points, but they are neurolymphatic points that also tell our lymph system to clear, which doesn't do unless you massage the points or exercise. So we want to be clearing those toxins from our body. Now, the beautiful things, the spleen is probably my favorite one to go to, because by thumping on the by thumping on the spleen neurolymphatics, what we're doing is we're clearing, it communicates with the digestive system. So this one's really great to do, like if you have a heavy meal and you're like, I just need a little bit of help with digesting this. It'll help to help with the digestion of that meal, but it also helps us to digest any of the emotions that are in our energy field. So if you're having a hard time digesting or processing through an emotional experience or a mood or just anything, tapping the spleen is going to help you to digest that and process that faster. So also one that I like to go to all the time. Now, the only thing that I'll add with this is there are some others. So if you can come down to that central point, this one I like to say just be really intuitive again with your body about, because there are some other points that are just out to the side a little bit. Seeing those ones are a little bit more tender on me today, and they're not the ones that I usually go to. So again, just listen to your body, and whichever points are asking for your attention or a little bit more love. So, and like I said, that's it. I just did my quota for the day. I've done, like I said, probably the thymus and the spleen are the ones that I go to the most, but like that takes no time. So why not just add this into your routine, and you're communicating with your energy body, and you're just communicating with your organs and your body's systems and telling it, I love you. I'm giving you a little bit of attention, and you're just helping to process and boost and just overall communication in the body. So that's another one of my strategies, those thumping points. Hey, Cassie. No names were popping up, and then here as I'm finishing, your name pops up. So glad to have you here. Thanks for joining. I'm just wrapping up, so go back and take a listen. This is one of my favorites. It's super, super easy to do, super easy to keep on the go. One of the points boosts your immune system, which who doesn't love that? But also just to feel, definitely. Oh, good. Go back and take a peek. But overall, this just boosts, your clarity, your vitality, and this, like I said, it's communicating with so many different systems in your body. You're just going to feel really good. So one of the things that I get to do on my go all the time, I can do this when I'm, down at the water and the girls are playing. I can just thump anytime when we're on a walk, sitting at the table, eating dinner, or in the evening, if I'm sitting in the living room with my hubby. It's super, super easy. We can do it anytime. Why not do it? So let me know what you think about that. If you have any questions, please pop them down in the replay. Everyone who popped on live, thank you so much. I'm always so, so, so happy to have you guys here. tomorrow, I'll be back with day 6 of super simple strategies on how to come back to love when our mind might be getting distracted or stuck in thought cycles and patterns that aren't serving us. All we got to do is just flip a thought, flip a switch, any simple tool or strategy that we can bring in to just realign. And as the more and more that we do this, our brain builds these new patterns of like, I don't have to stay here and suffer. So beautiful, right? All right. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to finish up before I start blabbing too much, but I will see you guys tomorrow with another strategy that I love to turn to. So thanks so much for popping on. Love you guys so much and can't wait to see you and have you join me tomorrow. Much love. Bye.